Haven't made a video like a motorcycle video in a while. Feels like forever.
Oh, you on vacation?
Hey tubers, we're back on the bike. Our vacation is done. It's the weekend. It's been done for a little while. I posted a video, a couple of videos today. It was do's and don'ts on what to do in Bermuda, what not to do in Bermuda. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that and subscribed. And this is something a little bit back to the normal regiment. Even though I kind of like doing videos differently, so it doesn't become stagnant. It stays fresh. So it is back to motovlogs for now, just for now, and then we'll figure out, as we go along, what we're gonna do. But right now we are, and I keep saying we because I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but Mrs. Large is behind me. Right, babe?
Yep, right behind you.
And we are getting Mrs. Large some directions to Tasca Woonsocket, because our son's car is going in for
Recall.
Yep, some recalls. Some recalls, not just one, but multiple recalls. So we're going up to Tasca Buick, and they're gonna supposedly take care of the car in 3 hours, which I highly doubt. Anybody ever knows that you bring a car to a dealership and you wait there and they tell you 45 minutes, it turns into 4 hours easily, no matter which dealership it is. And we actually like Tasca. Tasca's cool. They got a good customer service rep. Unlike some other Buick dealerships that I won't mention, like Hurd. Oh, I mentioned it, because they're complete fucking assholes. And Mrs. Large is way behind me. Yeah, I said it. It's my opinion. They're complete fucking assholes, and they're in league with the, yeah, when we come to them with a complaint, they said no. And after proving that it was their fault, they still said no and wanted to charge me $1,100 for something, and ended up being an hour's worth of work on my end and $90 worth of parts. So, if you want to buy a car in Rhode Island or nearby Mass or Connecticut, do not buy from Hurd. I do not recommend them. I complained to the Attorney General. They said I didn't have enough proof. And then I got a letter from Hurd asking me not to return. I'm like, yeah, you don't need that letter because I will never return to there. And the funny thing is, a month later, I got the sales rep calling me up saying, oh, yeah, they can do this for me, they can do that for me. I'm like, I don't know who you are, but there must be some customer history on me, and you can tell that I am persona non grata at Hurd Buick. You know, whoever does business with Hurd, you're more than welcome to. That's your opinion. I won't, because I do not value their customer service or their lying attitudes. Came up with some excuse on what was wrong with the car when it was clearly a problem that they created. They probably put some friggin' newbie on it. They created the problem, and then they were telling me that I need to pay for it to fix it. I'm like, why? Why? You created the problem.
You really need to put on your damn friggin' blinkers on earlier so I can see it, dear.
So yeah, this video wasn't meant to be a rant against her because they suck. But they do. And since I started it, I'll finish it and explain why. Trying to sell my daughter's car for $750 and which is basically you're buying 4 tires and the rest of it's free. It's some woman put down a deposit on the car, and then her daughter looked at it and went, "No, I want something newer." For $750, the only newer thing you're gonna get is maybe a newer tire. Good luck in putting a car attached to that. So if you can't tell, we are in Woonsocket. Woon Socket. You know, many, many years ago, I thought this was like the armpit of Rhode Island. Yeah, my opinion hasn't changed. It's still the armpit of Rhode Island.
I thought CF was.
No, CF is the crotch of Rhode Island. CF for all you non-locals is Central Falls, and my best friend lives there. Sorry, Joe. But you live in the crotch of Rhode Island. Yeah. And he knows it too.
Yeah, he does.
He knows it too. But, you know, he does alright. Kind of reminds me of downtown Pawtucket, except there's actually more life here
than there is down there.
Yeah. I mean, there's some empty buildings and shit, but it seems like there's more life here in Woonsocket than there is in Pawtucket. And I grew up in Pawtucket, folks, so I feel bad for the city. Some lovely, majestic buildings that are just falling apart. Yeah, we're going to Wright's Farm. Best dairy in Rhode Island. That's right. Best dairy, best, I don't know about best bakery, but good bakery. It's definitely a destination kind of place. As you can see, it's in the middle of freaking nowhere. Nope. Oh, yeah. This is new.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, wow. I haven't been up here in a while, so... There's some cows! There's some cows! Shit.
You want to park right next to me, or?
Yeah.
I'll move up a little bit more.
No, alright, so we are at Wright's Farm. We're gonna get some goodies. Goody. And we'll be back in a minute. Hey, tubers. I wasn't planning on making a video, but looks like I'm gonna be stuck in traffic for a little while, and I got a rant I'm gonna share with you guys. Hopefully not too much of a rant. Why does it seem that every time you bring your car in for service or something, it leaves with a lot more needs than you brought it in with? Give me an example. My son's car had a recall on it. It's a GM, had a recall on it. Some weird oil thing and that stupid key thing that's happened. We didn't take care of the key thing. So we finally took care of the key thing. And the And we bring it to the dealership. The dealership, I've been going to this dealership for a little while now. So I've been going to this dealership for a while now, and I know the guy. I don't know the guy. It just, happen to know who he is because it seems to always be him. So, alright, so she drops off the car. They tell her 2.5 hours. No way. No dealership will do it that quickly. It's just not happening. And they call her up 4 hours later, and which is fine. She kind of expected, to be a lot later, so they dropped her back off at home. And they pick her up, and she grabs the car. She's like, yeah, no, I don't want this, I don't want that. They always try to upsell you on something. I was like, no, it's my kid's car. It's an older car. It's, if it needs something, he can pay for it. We were just kind of doing him a favor. So she takes the car, and all of a sudden, the brake pedal goes to the floor. Brake pedal to the floor. Come to find out, long story short, one of the brake lines let go. Like, really? A brake line happened to let go right outside the dealership? And, she didn't get in an argument with the guy. The guy's nice. He's like, I didn't drop off the car like this. And he goes, no. And at first I made the mistake of asking how much it was going to cost to replace a brake line in a freaking 15-year-old car at the dealership. That's mistake number one. And I didn't even wait for a response. I'm like, you know what? That's just not going to happen because he already started going down the road. Well, if we do that, then we don't know what else is going to go wrong. Yeah, I got a mechanic. I got a super cool guy that he'll take care of it. We'll have the car picked up and bring it down to the mechanic. Now, still have to see what the hell is going to be wrong with this car. If it's just one brake line and the mechanic does it, $100, $200, whatever it is, fine. But I want to see where the hell this thing ends up. I want to see where the hell this thing ends up for a brake line replacement. Now, in a previous video, which I recorded yesterday, I was just bitching about Hurd Buick GMC, where the same thing happened to me. It was like, it goes in, the car's fine, it goes in for an oil change, it comes out needing freaking struts. Like, you obviously did something to the car. It didn't need struts when it came in here, and now all of a sudden both struts are shot. That's just crazy. And that was the whole incident that I explained in an earlier video about, my fault, their fault, Attorney General, this, that, the other thing, disinvited to Hurd, and this isn't the point of this little section. I might actually just put these two videos together. But what the F, man? Freaking, you go in, you drop it off a car expecting, just an oil change or this or that, the other thing, and you come out and it needs $1,000 worth of repairs. I'm like, what the F? So is this a thing that's just happening to me? Is it because one of my ancestors freaking crossed a black cat and we were cursed like this? What the hell? Is it just me? Is it just a practice with all mechanics, especially dealerships? Like, nah, we can't charge them for just what they want. They need something else. So, we're gonna see that it during our inspection we'll scrape off a little bit or whatever, or bend this, and I don't know. Just sick and tired of it. Really not in a good mood. Sick and tired of having to pay for something that, should have lasted longer. I know I don't live in the Northeast, and there's a lot of salt on the roads, and this and that, and hot and cold and salt. And does it happen to just me, or is it like everybody? You take your car, whether it be a Honda, like the one in front of me, or even your motorcycle. take it to the dealer. I just want an oil change. That's all I want. Next thing you know, oh, your brakes should be replaced, or your brake line this, or your sensor that, or your CO2 this. And, you know, you end up going through the hassle of, you know, is it going to get fixed there? Is it going to get fixed somewhere else? Like, I should have just left the damn oil leak alone. I don't know. I don't even know if it was leaking oil. I don't think it was. Just stupid ignition thing on GM's part. Oh, boy. So anyway, guys, that's my rant for today. You know, I'll leave it as always. Salute to our troops, because, you know, they deserve respect. Please recycle, reuse, save this planet, even though sometimes it kind of wants to screw with you. Save the planet, and peace and love, folks. Peace out.